Hi everybody, and welcome to week 2. Week 2 has a similar structure as week 1. So you'll find that you have one discussion forum with similar requirements. So 800 words, post on 4 separate days. The second, you have a journal assignment, similar to the first journal assignment. I believe it's the same length too. Let me check here. Yeah, it doesn't appear that actually in the instructions it just says to write a letter. So there is no requirement there. And then finally there is a self-check quiz that is ungraded, but that does feed into the final exam quiz that will be graded. So it's important that you do the quizzes each week, that you read the readings so that you can be aware of what's going on, because ultimately that's going to lead up to a final exam that will be assessed. So this week we shift from being at home, what it means to be at home as a human, to tragedy. So tragedy is something that is universally human. It could be the human experience par excellence, the one that all humans experience. We all feel tragedy. We all see tragedy every day. And you're going to be reading a couple of ancient Greek plays, Agamemnon by Aeschylus and Medea by Euripides. And in those plays, so these are tragic forms of the Greek form. If you make sure that you watch the video that John has created for the introduction to week 2, and also I would recommend watching the short videos that are in the required resources on Greek tragedy, Greek theater in general, and there's one other one I can't remember off the top of my head. But those give a nice little introduction to the form. Also, I'm going to send out to the class the actual plays themselves. So, you know, I kind of think that it's better to like view a play or watch it than to read it, because, you know, it was created to have the full experience. So there are some excellent examples of both of these plays acted out on stage. So actually, if you just go to YouTube and you look up Medea full play, there's one, it looks like it's from the 70s, kind of, but there's a full length play. So if you have an hour and a half, you know, you can pretty much knock that out. The other one I think is even shorter than Medea. So, you know, it's always fun to watch things and to see them as they were created and supposed to be created. So I'm going to send out links for that as well. I have posted the discussion question for the week. So the discussion question is for you to recount an experience of tragedy and explain why it was tragic. It could be your own experience, or if you don't feel comfortable talking about that, that's absolutely fine. And in fact, I would prefer not to have people get too deep into their own tragedies. So you could use a tragedy that you've seen others go through, or that you've witnessed in the world as well. It's up to you how deep you want to go with that. But again, you know, remember that anything that you post is out there for others to see. And then the second part of it, so first you have to explain something that's tragic, or a tragedy that you've experienced. And then the second part of it is you have to explain the role of tragedy in the human condition and why it plays such an important part in who we are and the way that we connect with each other. Again, make sure that you do all the readings and that you view the videos and that you participate in the discussion 4 separate days, minimum of 800 words. I'm going to make another video to talk about how to approach the journal assignment so that these videos don't get too long. So let's have another great week. Keep up the great conversations. And again, I'll recommend that you use, there's a little button with like a little play button on it, and it says create video in the discussion. It's in the little tab at the top with all the little buttons in it. When you click on it, it says allow, you know, Adobe whatever to use your camera. You have to click OK, and then it takes a while for it to load up. But again, I would encourage you to do that. It's fun. Get to see you. Get to learn more about you. So I'm going to be using videos throughout the course. So I hope that you all will jump in too, and that would definitely count toward your overall discussion. In terms of word count and stuff. So anyway, let's have a great week, and I look forward to working with you again.